Hi, my name is Rosa Santiago Zimmerman. I am the founder and owner at RSZ Design Development, and I am also the creative powerhouse behind the lifestyle brand Build with Rosa. I'm coming in for Florida today, and I'm excited to be here. Interior design for me is really my third profession. I started in the medical services as a firefighter paramedic first. Then I decided, you know what, I am a businesswoman at heart, so I established two new businesses in the talent acquisition and cybersecurity. And then when those were smooth sailing, I sat down and had to come to center with myself, and I said, what do I want to do? What do I want to do when I grow up? And when I grew up, I decided I wanted to be in design and construction. And 28 years later, here I am. I am a full turnkey design build firm. I am a general contractor, I am a builder, and I am an interior designer. And so we do everything from A to Z, and we love it. We love the process of bringing in a client and allowing them to dream with us from conception to completion. When I started in the industry, I thought as a businesswoman first. I said, all right, who is servicing the 98% of the 2% that everybody else is working with? And so that became my typical client. So, you know, your teachers and your real estate agents and those that don't necessarily have the millions and millions of dollars to do a design or a construction in their home. That's my typical client. I also love working in the country. I say that I am an island girl with big city dreams and a country soul. So get me out of the city, take me out to the 13 acres of land where the horses and the stables and everything else is at. That is normally my typical client. Honestly, 99%. It's all the clients I take right now. Let's put it that way. It starts with my story and where I came from. It teaches the kids morals and values and being team players, vocabulary, so much to learn from. And that book is one of 4 right now and more to come. I have a 3-year-old granddaughter and I read it to her. Obviously attention span's a little bit more limited, so we go one page because every paragraph is first in English and then in Spanish. And then within the paragraphs, there are something called savvy words, and they're words that the kids may not understand. So we're able to go to the back of the book and explain to them what a design concept is, what architecture is, what an LVL is. So it teaches them the vocabulary. So obviously anybody under 5 needs a little bit more time, but it's still super exciting to see her. Every time I go to a job site and I take her with me, she has to bring Rosita. She brings her book with her. So it's so awesome as a grandma, as a Memi, she calls me Memi, as a Memi to see. And obviously it just fills my heart with the fact that we are influencing so many little girls around the world. The biggest evolution in the industry, and I think is 150% positive, is the addition of women in the industry. When I started, I was so lonely. 28 years ago, there were not many of me at all, especially on every aspect of the business. And oh my God, just seeing so much feminine energy come into the business and soften and bring attention to detail and bring that maternal instinct and all those things that to me are so important in design, you know, that we have to show our clients and we have to implement for my clients. That has been the biggest blessing for our industry, has been the addition of more women powering through this business. I just spoke at an event here in the Panhandle and to 182 women in construction. 182, and there were builders and architects and framers and sheetrockers and electricians. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. It was so awesome because it's the validation, right? It's seeing yourself and go, okay, we can do it. And that's the purpose of Rosita. Rosita is that continuation of, I want my granddaughter to know that there are no limitations. There's no, that's a she job or that's a he job. No, that's a job. Can you do the job and can you do it well? Then move forward. I am not a huge fan of trends. However, something I've been doing for several years now, and I'll list them. We've been getting rid forever and a day of the formal dining room, family room or living room, and making it into a parlor. And that's what I call them. I call them parlors. This is a place where we can sit down, have a wine night, have a book club night. Let's come over and play bunco. We want them to become usable spaces. The other one, and it's categorized under aging in place, is turning our bathrooms into shower tub combos with easy access, no step up, because we are thinking longevity. Really, really important. We've been doing that for forever and a day now. And the other one for me, technology, obviously, smart automation, that's all coming. Biophilic, we've been doing it. We love I see the plants behind you, love the plants and bringing the outside in. But for me, number one, and it's been number one since day one, and I find it a little funny that it's a trend now, but our slogan for our firm is creating spaces you'll love to live in. And it is about community. We saw this during COVID. We went in the house and we needed to create spaces for what I'm doing now, talking to you, working, living. But I have always loved, when I look at a project, I like to look at a space and say, I want to create a space where community comes in, where gathering is a focus. The biggest challenge I am facing, is the labor force. We've got a lot of things to fix, and we've had many things to fix from a long time. And I can speak of this personally because I am Latina, and we are having some issues, obviously, that we've had forever. And I come from the school of thought that we need to fix these issues. We don't need to put a Band-Aid on it and be like, oh, well, whatever. We have to fix the issue of immigration. If we go to any other country, that issue, we as Americans, when we go to other countries, we have to obey by their rules. The same thing goes here. However, there's so much noise. I like to say, too much information, not enough knowledge. There's so much noise, and we the industry, we have to sit down with the powers that be to find solutions. We can't just turn our face and go, that's not our problem. No, it's our problem. We're going to see it, and I'm predicting the future, and hopefully I'm wrong. I really want to be wrong. The minute the interest rate drops by 0.5%, which is coming, or more, our volume's going to go up. We do not have the workforce to keep up with that volume. We don't have it. We don't have it now. I have to turn down projects constantly because I don't have the workforce. They're going to learn about me a lot in 2026. It's coming. But I think the one thing that people would be surprised to learn about me, and I'm describing myself like a good friend of mine described me many, many years ago, and this has all been part of my development and why Build with Rosa was born and why what's coming is coming. He says I'm an M&M. I'm hard on the outside and soft on the inside. And so people see, type A personality. I'm in the construction side. So feelings are not really involved in the construction side. They're all about, we got to get the job done. I can be upset with you and say A, B, C, and D, and then take you out for, tacos 2 minutes later. But it's the softer side of me that as I season even more, I just had a birthday in September, and as I season even more, is oozing out of me. And it's confusing some people. I can't share much more of the fact, besides the fact, I can't share much more besides the fact that it is a podcast, and it's going to get, again, build with Rosa, build your life, build your home. None work without a foundation. And so this podcast will be about building your life. And it's the talks that I've been doing for the past year and will be doing in 2026 about the business of you.